Hello everyone, welcome to Mechanical Engineers Podcast. This is episode 5 and I am Prasant Kumar, a full-time freelance CAD designer and 3D printing enthusiast. I am a host of this workshop and before we move forward, I would like to request all of you to please comment below your graduation year if you are a mechanical engineer. And please do support our podcast and community by sharing this into your network. Today we had invited a very special guest, a mechanical engineer. He is also a product designer and also a good mentor. He is from Bangladesh, Mr. Moshiur Rashid. So let's talk with him. I would like to welcome you onto this podcast. And since this is a mechanical engineers podcast, and this is
Yeah,
episode 5, so we had talked with so many engineers till date, and they had shared their valuable experiences, their whatever they had learned during their experience. They had shared, and I expect the same from you as well. So, guys,
hmm
he's Rashid, Mr. Rashid, and before I speak more about him, Rashid, can you please introduce yourself, like to our audience, like what you do, your where do you live, and your education, and whatever you want to include here.
uh, uh, Hello everyone. I'm Moshiur Rashid. I'm from Bangladesh. I live in the city of Dhaka. I'm a mechanical engineer and I've studied mechanical engineering in Rajshahi University of Engineering and Technology, that is in the remote area of Bangladesh called Rajshahi. And I have been working in industrial design, industrial engineering, and manufacturing industry since 5 years. And I my main focus is mainly in product development, product design, manufacturing, product planning, and also the prototyping phase of a product. So I cover a lot big area for a products starting planning phase to manufacturing phase. So that's what I do. And right now, after doing a couple of jobs, I am currently working in my family business, RQM, engineering management and consultant. Where I am working as a R&D manager in this company, and we are a R&D team of 15 people currently working with electrical, electronics, mechanical, all these stuffs, and we work in different types of service-based works. We serve in government and private projects, both government and private projects. So yeah, that's all of me for now.
That's really great, Rashid. So, how much experience do you have in total? Like, when did you graduated? Uh,
Five, five. I'm very young actually, 2019. So since my education life, actually, I've been working in this industry. I've been working even I was doing jobs before 2019 actually. So yeah, it's been some times actually.
so you graduated just in the time of COVID, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I think that was a very tough time at that time. It was tough for everyone, not for you. It was tough for everyone in the whole world. It was tough situation, especially for mechanical engineers because the manufacturing was completely stopped and every sector of mechanical was completely stopped. So it was a very tough time for all of us. Okay, so that
yeah.
was a very good introduction. It's great to hear that you carry lots of experience and you are supporting your family business, and that's really great. Like if you're coming from a family background that will have such kind of business where whatever you had studied you can contribute with that. That's really good. That's really good. Okay,
Actually,
so
my father was an engineer, and
okay.
he worked in a very important role in the country in the power sector of this
Mhm.
country. So he, from before his retirement, actually, it was his dream to uh, strengthen his organization with his children, actually. So I took the responsibility to serve this company and also uh, make something new actually, creating new opportunity, creating new business, and all these stuff. So that's why I actually choose this path.
Yeah, yeah. And I can
And it's
understand
fun.
that even if it's your family business, you choose to join the R&D, that's really amazing. Like
Yeah,
if you'll make your products stronger or more user friendly from your research end, then it is definitely going to work. So we are really happy that you are doing that. Okay, so
that's good.
uh, guys, as you had seen his introduction, he's from Bangladesh and he's doing a great job in his country. Whatever he can support, whatever he can do to build a good economy for his country, he's trying that. Okay, so we'll move on to our next question. Like you had explained about your experience in product design, right? You had explained about your experience
Yeah.
in machine design and all those stuff. So
Hmm.
means how long you think that it will take for a young graduate, the person who is just graduating from mechanical engineering college?
Hmm.
So how long does it going to take them to master these skills like product design, or even not master, I will not say master, at least to survive in the industry? Like how long that it is going to take?
Actually, it is a tough question because we can't say that how long it takes to fully functional and to be working professionally in the industry for a graduate in specifically in the R&D industry actually because this is very crucial and when you let me tell you about R&D industry actually. This is the phase where we all plan about the product, the process, and the execution, all this stuff. Sometimes we also provide some small supports to the sales and marketing also. Sometimes, not every
Yes.
time actually.
Mhm.
So this R&D industry is a place for decision making. Whatever
Yeah.
you are designing is a decision of many things. It can be how it looks, it can be how it will cost to make that thing, and also how to make that thing if that is even possible in the employer's facility. Such as he doesn't have a 4-axis CNC milling machine, but you are designing a part that will be cut in a 4-axis CNC machine. So lots of actually knowledge of current industry is also needed when you are designing a product. But when you are learning it, for learning the software, actually, it doesn't take so much time for learning the software. Actually, it takes if you let's say if you give 5 hours per day. Sometimes I even went 20 hours at my earlier stage, but let's just say if you put 5 hours per day, yeah, it will take around 6 or 8 months for you to get a skilled fluency in this software, in particular software to perform. But understanding the software or just being the skilled in the software is not just enough.
Yeah.
You need to understand a lot of things, the theories, the practical knowledge of how things are going to work, how it is going to make is also important when you are working in the product development industry or R&D industry also. So yeah, it takes to learn the software, you need 6 or 8 months if you provide some good times per day.
Okay. So you are saying that software learning is easy, but to gain the domain knowledge, you have to spend some time, right? So it completely
Yeah,
depends like how much exposure we are giving to the domain, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah, that's another thing. But for the students, actually, it is hard for them to understand the current industry cultures and also
yes.
what we are dealing with. I studied in a remote area, right?
Yeah.
But in my when we were there, actually, we didn't have some advanced machines like Industry 4 category machines that
Yeah.
we are very available in our country right now. but I didn't have a chance to see one of them in my campus. So, what's the how you will get prepared for that? The good answer is you just visit. You visit. Sometimes take time. Visit the factories. Go to the visit the industries that are working. Some of them are also very much welcoming to take you for a visit. Take some connections in there and go and visit. To see, analyze that what they are doing. I've been doing it since my second year, actually,
Yeah,
visiting many places and exploring what they are using, how they are using that. So, yeah, it's up to you actually how much interested you are and how you are executing the whole thing of learning, actually.
yeah. Okay, so exploring the technology is the way, right? Explore the
Yeah,
technology. Yeah,
it
and
can
it's
boost you up very quickly.
yeah, yeah. And it's easy when we are into college because on that time we get so much of resources, support from colleges
Yeah.
and industries. So it's easy then. Like once we'll get
Mhm.
graduate, it will be little tougher. Like once you will get a part of a
Little
certain
tougher.
organization, it will be tough to get time to arrange funds and all those things. But when you are in college,
Yeah.
it's really easy. Try to visit as much industries you can, and also make sure that you are following the industry trends. You are not
Mhm.
following the old concepts, old technology. Just try to follow the recent trends that is happening across the industry, right?
Yeah.
And that will help you to learn any skills little faster than the conventional methods.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, okay, okay. So right now, since you are from Bangladesh, and I know there are so many freelancers are working from Bangladesh. I think that there is a huge contribution if you talk about the freelancing industry from Bangladesh, and
Mhm.
especially
Mhm.
they are contributing to the economy of US, UK, Canada. So they are contributing a lot into the bigger economies. So what do you think? What are the major skills mechanical engineers should start acquiring at this moment so they can compete globally?
Well, I'm not a freelancer. I don't call myself freelancer actually, but I do get some offshore works actually from my social media and other places like LinkedIn and Facebook. I get them a lot. But when I seen some of my friends and seniors who are working full time as a freelancer and full time and also part time is that in this market, I think that you need a good understanding of design knowledge. When you are designing a sheet metal part, your client is just relying that you will do it in a practical way. He doesn't need to describe a lot of things because he is a business owner. um, I myself also think like that when I'm dealing with a professional designer, but he doesn't actually seeing you face to face, and you are not also understanding that what he is seeing him, his expectation is his full expectation. Without seeing someone, you don't understand actually fully in a written words. You don't understand that fully or 100% that what his expectation or what's his intention.
Yeah,
So to actually get that, you need to some things, some considerations actually will be on your own. Like recently in a month of Ramadan, 1.5 months ago, actually, I got a work from a, UAE client, and he told me to design a aircraft simulator frame, right? But
okay.
he contacted with me in a LinkedIn, and also he told me to design that. We have some blueprints that is very rough and nothing so much in a manufacturing order. So I have to do all the steps. So in my sense, what he told me that here are some blueprints, make the CAD file, and so that I can make it. Some
Yeah,
of the employers also don't tell them that I'm going to make it. So So I instantly caught up that because I am working in this industry actually, I got it very immediately that you just need to understand good knowledge of manufacturing, how he will be doing that. So I got in his website. I also checked that what kind of products that he made. So I found out that what method he will be doing. So you need to have a good sense of again the industry knowledge that how a thing is going to make made,
Yeah.
and that's how you are going to. That's the first thing. Second, as a mechanical engineer, you need a good CAD software skill actually for
Yeah.
freelancer as a freelancer. So it should be as most actually in Bangladesh and India, I have some students and some of actually not some of them, most of them actually are interested in AutoCAD. See, AutoCAD is not a parametric software, right?
Yeah.
It's a software that is not parametric. That's not going to keep the design history, how you are going to make and what modification are you going to make. If you
Yes.
change something that
Mm.
from the beginning, you have to do it from beginning. But in SolidWorks and Fusion 360 or Inventor, there's CATIA, those are parametric softwares, fully parametric, and you can just change the digit for what dimension you are going to change, the whole model will be instantly changed according to your new input, right?
Yeah.
So learn some parametric softwares instead of some free CADs or some AutoCAD or the old schools actually. Don't invest your time in something permanent, like learning SolidWorks is a
Yeah.
good investment. Learning Fusion 360 is also a good investment, but I would suggest Inventor. Learning Inventor is a good investment. Also,
Yes.
if you can grow up and try to do more, you can also look at CATIA.
Yeah.
So you invest in some. I also already say it all time that invest your time in something that is permanent, that is not going to let you know that, oh, I stuck up in there, I need to change the software. No,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
one particular.
Mm.
And also try to learn the simulations. It is a good demand. Some nowadays, simulation is a good demand in freelancing, online or offline, any
Yeah.
industry. Business owners are very much actually already known about this simulation thing. They are trying to imply this in their business so that they can be sure that what I am going to make is not going to fail or anything. So it is a very demanding thing right now. Many
Yeah.
business owners look for that quality in a mechanical engineer. So learn finite element method. You need to study a lot about the, what we study in mechanical engineering,
Yes.
the solid mechanics, machine design, and strength of material, everything, all those statics also, statics, dynamics. And you need to understand the theory also and apply those in the simulation software. You need to understand the simulation process very well.
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
just about the red, blue, yellow
Yeah.
graphs. It's not just about that. You need to understand the background of the simulation,
Yeah.
how to see the results, and if your simulation is correct or incorrect. You have to understand that. So uh, that's also a good skill for a freelancer. But for I want to add one more skill, that is CAM. CAM is also important for uh, the offline market. Actually, the on-site jobs. In on-site jobs, CAD programming skill is also CAM programming skill is also very important.
Yes. 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 Yeah. So according to you, you are saying that if the skills that is required at this moment is apart from your core domain knowledge, you also have to have good research skills, right?
Yeah.
And also the skill that will help you grow faster, right? And when we are working as a freelance CAD designer, it's important that we have we we can make decisions. That is really very important, because whenever you will get projects, you had to make lots of decisions. You will only
by your
get the
own.
initial instructions, and then you had to make all your decisions by your end. So
Mm.
these skills are important: decision making and research skills. So if you are
Yeah.
good in these two skills, it's really great. Even that these skills are going to help you in your full-time jobs, right? And
Yeah.
when you are discussing all those things, you had talked about LinkedIn, that the LinkedIn has helped you get some project. So what is the role of that, like in 2024 LinkedIn, in the profile of a mechanical engineer, how much it is important?
LinkedIn as a profile of a mechanical engineering is very important for any professional. I think LinkedIn is important actually. Uh, think about the role or the your daily job. Actually, what do you get? Uh, you just work and you get paid, and that's it. But sometimes you get appreciated, or sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
But however, your work can bring up some network to you that hey, this
Yes.
man can do this. It's like a new. Let me say, I'm very new in my service business, and I've joined since 6 months actually. I've done a lot of projects since this already. So as a manager or owner, whatever you say, I actually all every time I look for the professionals that what he's doing, what others doing. Say I'm a mechanical engineer. I don't have the good knowledge in AI also. So
Yeah.
I don't know much about AI. So I had to find someone that can do my AI project. So I go to the LinkedIn and I found some people who are very decorative. They have
Yeah.
showcased their projects in the LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Sorry. So they showcase their projects. They post randomly about their upcoming projects or previous projects that they have done. Some are from image processing, some from the camera. That is also image processing. The camera is all learning from some movements and
Yeah.
so I found some professional and I was looking for exactly that. So
Okay. Okay.
what
Mm.
I did that I could just knock them that are you interested to work with me or not? So I proceeded. So it is a good thing if they were not available in LinkedIn. Some I can see some people open a LinkedIn account, don't even change a profile picture and just
Yes.
vanishes.
Yes. Yes.
But I need him. I need him to very urgently, or I need to
Mm.
communicate with him within 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
I can't find him in anywhere, just in LinkedIn. But he doesn't appear in LinkedIn since 1971 or
Yes.
before the age, Stone Age. So I failed. So be active in LinkedIn. That is my suggestion to every professional out there. Be active, guys. You post your things in LinkedIn or not. You discuss about things. If you don't want to show your work, you discuss about it. You can discuss with other about other works so that I can see that you are active, your activities, so that I can also chat about you
Yeah.
about some
Mm.
other work.
Yes.
So it is very, I think it is very important for a professional of any phases or any stage or any sector that he should be active in LinkedIn and showcase his profile very well so that anyone can understand what he is doing and reach
Yes.
out to
Yes.
him at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had seen, especially mechanical engineers who are very active on Facebook, but they had
Yeah.
not even updated their profile picture on LinkedIn. So that's the scene actually at this point of time.
See,
Yeah.
I can share you in a short words that when I am in Facebook, I can see you also in there. Okay, I
Yes.
see you. You are a mechanical engineer. I can see you out there also. But it is my personal thing. Facebook
Yeah.
is for my family, friends. I've been doing fun, lots of memories, and I'm uploading photos when I'm going to having. dinner with my wife. I am uploading for photos in my Facebook, Instagram. That is
Yes.
for something else, for
Yes.
personal or friends and all the stuff. I'm not going to knock you in Facebook that about work. Sometimes I do, but not most of the time. Actually, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to knock you in Facebook about work because that is my separate thing. I'm.
Yeah.
I wish to not. I wish to talk about work when I'm in LinkedIn. Actually, that is
Yes.
a separate place, separate environment. So it is
Definitely.
very important. Yeah.
Yes, because on LinkedIn, if we are doing some projects, first thing is that we can understand from others people means what problem they had faced while doing those similar projects or something close to it. So, and one more thing, if we are doing some projects, we had finished it, we can post it on the LinkedIn and we can also take the feedbacks. Like if there is
Mhm.
problem or if we need to improve something, so because all the
Mhm.
professionals from the industry are scrolling that social media, that is LinkedIn. So it's really very
Mhm.
important. And as you said, it's really very important to build your profile, be active on that platform. At least a 10 minutes a day is enough, I think, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes a day is enough. You will get notification and all those. You
Yeah,
can
because
also scroll.
they had the algorithms to keep you busy for hours and hours, but 10 minutes you have to keep it as separately.
Yeah, and actually, when you are building a network in
Yes.
LinkedIn from your interest, from your persons of interest that you are in network, you also get to know a lot of new things. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so what's happening, what the others are
Yeah.
doing. I have one of my brother, the senior brother in LinkedIn. He doesn't post any work in Facebook. Okay,
Yeah.
I talk a lot. We discuss and chat a lot in Facebook, but I never get to know. Whenever he comes in LinkedIn, I didn't know that he does this amount of tremendous work with metal die.
Yeah.
Okay, he works in the die making sector of the company. So tremendous. I didn't even know that he does this kind of tremendous work. So that's how I can feel. So LinkedIn is a place where people share their work, and
Yes.
it's very easy to understand. And my links, my network are very decorated in that place that I can came to know about people that what they are doing this in my network actually. Yeah.
Yes. 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 Yes, yes, yes. That's really important. Just be on LinkedIn, build some community around you. Don't just send friend
Yeah.
requests to your neighbors. It's always a
No.
good idea to send friend requests to cross borders, like what other
Cross
people are doing.
borders.
So in
Yeah.
that way, we'll have a good feed of content onto your uh, LinkedIn profile. So that will be
Mhm.
that is what I am suggesting to you. Rashid, as we had talked, you carry lots of skills that you are utilizing in your current profile right now, or you had utilized those skills into your earlier jobs as well. So, my
Mhm.
next question is related to that. Like, what resources did you use to learn those skills? So, if you can give some reference to some books, articles, or
Yeah.
courses, videos, anything that will be very helpful for all the viewers who are watching this podcast.
I actually doing this mechanical design thing since 2016, I guess. I came to know that I have a good visualized power actually. Actually, it is a kick that some people feels and some don't. But uh, let me tell you that how I learned it actually.
Yeah.
I started learning from AutoCAD. It is important to learn AutoCAD also.
Yes.
Yeah, you shouldn't ignore AutoCAD, but you shouldn't be doing everything in AutoCAD. But it is for communication with professionals, seeing our fathers and our older generations, they working in the industry, they only understand AutoCAD. So first,
Yes.
in my suggestion, I tell my students and everyone that you should learn from AutoCAD. You learn AutoCAD first. and 2D and 3D also. If you are working with mechanical, you can learn 2D and 3D. Secondly, that learning, I'm telling you the learning part, okay? That in here your path splits into two sections. One is product development and manufacturing. Another is MEP.
Yes.
If you want to learn, go to the MEP, mechanical, electrical, plumbing. It is all about the piping, designing the tanks and water fuel lines, all the plant design actually, what they
Yeah.
say, also plumbing design. So you can go to the separate line to learn that. That is PNID. We say that piping and instrumentation.
Yeah.
To learn that, you can use AutoCAD AVP, and also it was formerly named AutoCAD PNID, but it is named as AutoCAD AVP. So to learn that, you have to understand the codes. In India, there are some building codes for plumbing. So you have to find those codes. You have to understand. You have to know that what they are using, the ASME codes. You have to follow those codes, and by that you can implement those in your drawing in AutoCAD, maybe to design the 2D diagrams and the 3D models for the uh, plant design, actually,
Yeah.
or plumbing design, you can say. Yes. Another part is product development. Product development and manufacturing, or also that also includes machine design. This is a field for plastic, metal, wood, and fiber, and all those types of material that will be used to make a product. And you have to know the knowledge, you have to put the knowledge that I said earlier. To learn that, you'll be selecting the software, like I said, the parametric software like SolidWorks, Inventor, and this. To learn SolidWorks, I started SolidWorks so to get that thing. To learn SolidWorks, I lots of people don't like it, but I think it is a good way. You will find the tutorials, written tutorials in SolidWorks in the software. In the
Okay.
software, you will find the tutorials. You will find how to the instruct to make a path.
Yeah.
It will also there are also the buttons that buttons of the features that will be also indicated in the tutorial, and it is free. You
Yes.
can learn by that.
Yeah.
There are tons of resources in there of making an assembly, making a drawing, and all those other steps. So that is a baby step that you can start learning and understand the software. The fear of this huge software will be a little bit light
Yeah.
at that stage when you are designing your first product. After that, I think after that, actually, I learned by myself. I am very much self-trained. I didn't learn from any kind of training center or any kind of training courses. I didn't. But what I think that you can to boost up your skill uh, in a professional way, not just roaming around in a different paths, doing some mistakes. If you want to save your time, uh, join a training program.
Yeah.
You can join in online training programs like Solid Professors. That is a little bit more costly. There are some training centers who are authorized
Yes.
also in your country. There are some
Yeah.
authorized training centers. Also, some professionals who are certified.
Yeah.
That is a good way to learn actually. Professionals who are certified are not the best, I agree. But there is an argument in our industry that certification is not everything. Certification is not everything. I can understand that. A certified SolidWorks expert is not necessarily the best designer of the country. Okay,
Yes.
but he knows that how to learn the software, how to implement this skill to the real world,
Yeah.
and which method is true and which method is not true.
Yeah.
Because to achieve this his certification, he had to go through that path, okay, and validate his skill. That okay,
Yes.
this is how it is done. So in the Southeast Asian countries like what we are living right now, actually, this CAD/CAM system or Industry 4 is very new, I think. I know India is very developed, but it is still very new in India. But
Yes.
so you have to adapt, uh, join the training centers where the trainings are conducted by certified people in your country, so
Yeah.
that you can understand him. So that's a good way, learning path. And also there are some good online training platforms. If you don't have those any access to any certified trainers around you, you can also learn from other platforms like I actually don't like Udemy. I'm sorry, Udemy is not my. I don't recommend it, but others like Coursera. Coursera
Yes.
is a good platform, and they verify very well. They verify the candidates very well, and the training programs are very good, I think. And also there are some other platforms like Solid Professor, as I said, also. And in
EDX.
Infinite, we used to see the Infinite skills also, the Infinite skills, but I'm not sure that they are available right now. EDX is also a good platform. They also provide financial aid to the students. I also
Yes.
did one EDX course of simulation in 2019, I guess.
Yeah.
By then, I was doing a lot of things, but I had to try that how they are teaching. So I joined this course and I learned some more things, simulations, obviously. So yeah, and also LinkedIn Learning is also a good way. If you have a good LinkedIn Premium subscription, you will get the uh, vast amount of training programs in front of you that you can enroll anytime. But you
Yes.
have to activate the LinkedIn Premium so that you can access LinkedIn Learning. That is also a good platform, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
LinkedIn Learning is.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how you can learn. And also, as I said, you have to gain the experience from the industry, also visit the industry, what they're using. So you keep doing all those steps.
Yeah.
That's how you can learn.
Yes. Yes. So your recommendation is learning from the official documentation of the software is the best thing, right?
Yeah,
So you followed that
best
path.
thing to start. Best
Yeah,
thing to
best thing to
start,
start.
actually.
Yes, yes. Yeah, because those are very we can say slow start. If you'll follow those documents,
Yeah,
that will be very slow start. There will be not so
yeah,
much of knowledge that will not be able to consume. You can go ahead slowly and start building your project. And I also recommend
yeah.
that whenever you are learning to start any software or any skill, try to follow the project based approach. Find some communities
Hmm.
that are working on some projects, try to contribute on that. And even you can join, there are so many communities these days are free to join. You can join for free and you can take feedbacks over there. If you're stuck at any point, you can take feedbacks from the community, and there are so many people who are available to help you on those topics. So that is also
Yeah,
a way you can save time. And I never recommend YouTube, guys, because the moment you will go to learn any skill on YouTube, there are so much contents that will divert you and will help you to waste time. So that's why I never recommend
yeah.
YouTube. And
YouTube.
yes, as the Rashid said, LinkedIn Learning is a very good platform. You can try that. There are so many courses created by.
I
Uh, yes, yes,
I
yes. You
want
want
to
to add?
add some
Yeah.
one
Yes,
thing
yes.
also. Uh, I have found Autodesk community is very effective for learning, especially when you are stuck in a
Yeah,
position. Autodesk Learning, Autodesk Community, when you are going to the Autodesk forum, just Google search Autodesk forum and you will
yeah,
find go to the Autodesk forum and It is officially enlisted by Autodesk and it is monitored by Autodesk people.
Yeah.
Some of their officials also reply to you when you are facing any problem.
Yes.
So you open an if you're learning Autodesk, Fusion 360 or Inventor, you just go to the forum and you open the account, find the right software. There is a software list. You find the software, go to the community, post your thing.
Yeah.
There are I am an Autodesk expert lead, and I know
Yes.
there are a lot of people just waiting to answer your questions who
Very
are
soon.
employed by Autodesk and also industry experts who are not employed by Autodesk, but they share the interest of helping people. They are very
Yes.
much experienced. And if your answer is wrong, if his answer is wrong, actually, some other experts will also come and correct it.
Yes.
So no one just is going to give you a random solution in there. It is
Yes.
very
Yes.
much strict in there. You will get a very exact answer, solution in there, and you can appreciate them also by clicking the which answer is correct to you,
Yeah.
which affected you, just keeping the clicking the right tick mark, and yeah, that's how you can get help from Autodesk community, Autodesk forums. So yeah, that's what
Yes.
I thought.
And I want to add one more thing, like if you are feeling that the official documentation is not working for you, like it's little bit hard to read documents and do the designing stuff, then there is other
Mhm.
options like Autodesk. If you are learning Autodesk software, Autodesk has also video tutorials available from their official websites. It's known as
Mhm.
Autodesk University. From there, you can visit that website, Autodesk University, and you will find learning videos like how to get started into the software. There are project based
Yeah,
courses, small courses, micro courses that you can join. You will also get certified, and you will also have a
mm,
very good experience of learning. So that is also you
yeah.
can try. Yeah.
And
Okay.
one more
Yes.
thing I should add that if you are learning Autodesk software, I was a Autodesk certified instructor
Yeah.
once. So uh, try to learn from Autodesk certified training centers. We call that
Yes.
ATC. You can
ETC. Yes.
find which ATC is near you. Now, just search Autodesk ATC locator. You will find the nearest ATC of your home. You can get online course from the ATC and also the offline in face-to-face course from your instructor and the ATC also. That is
Yes.
also an effective because when I was an ACI or a certified instructor, I had to follow very strict rule to teach all the students. I started my career actually as an instructor. I started
Okay.
my first job as an instructor back in 2020 actually.
Okay. Okay.
So I did. I worked as an instructor since 1 year, and I got another job actually, so I retired. But it is a good platform. There are very strict regulations for the trainers to how to teach people and how what's the correct method, what's the effective method. So you can reach out to the IATC also. It is a good one.
Yes.
And also
Yes.
you can take Autodesk certifications directly from ATC. Some ATC
Yes.
also
Yes.
does.
Yes, yes. Yeah, but in that case, the courses are a little bit expensive, right? When you are
Yeah,
taking courses
little
from
bit
ATCs.
expensive. Yeah, a little bit expensive.
Yeah, but that's valuable. If you'll compare it with the value they are adding, it's completely
Yeah,
fine. Hmm.
yeah, obviously.
Okay.
I had so many people that giving me thank you for enrolling them in a Autodesk authentic Autodesk training program in
Yeah.
Autodesk education website. So their certificates and also their skills help them a lot in the industry actually. So it is effective, I think. Also.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is
And
especially for the graduates actually, like people
yeah.
who are
Yeah.
graduated. You want to invest some amount for training
Yeah.
and certification, you can go for it. It will help you.
Yeah. And even if you are a part of an organization, you can ask your company or the manager to enroll you in a program on the cost of the company. That is also an option. If you can convince your manager or company HRs, then that will be really great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on to our next question. As you had just said that you also worked as a certified instructor. So explain a little bit about your SolidWorks and Autodesk certifications. Are these important? If they are important, like how to get certified?
Actually, they are important and also not important, both.
Okay. Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
Uh, Most of the HR
Yes.
working in a company doesn't understand all of the certification or the salt certifications at
Yeah.
all. They just think that this is a certification from a random training center,
Yes.
doesn't even have any authentication or anything else. You have a lot of what in my case, I felt cursed actually
Yes.
in some places. At HR, I had a lot of certification actually. I lost my count actually. I chased this so much to improve my, just to validate, not the improvement, just to validate my skills. I took the certifications in
Okay.
my early times actually. So I had a bundle of this kind of this much bundle of
Okay.
if I print all those, it will be
Yeah.
this. So uh, I took those to the interview and the HR just well, oh my God, this is the same thing. He said this is the same thing from same
Yeah.
organization.
Yes.
Uh, how do you get it? It is not just looking like very light thing to him.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. HR people doesn't get it. I'm sorry to all the HR, but you have to do some research about the current industry to
Yes.
understand what who you are dealing with actually. But to the industry professionals, when you go in front of them, let's say the company owner or the chief engineers and the project managers and others who knows who are engineers and who knows this what this value is, they value you actually.
Yes.
Ultimately, they value you if they are very much updated about things. This is the scenario of the Southeast Asia, actually, especially.
Yeah.
Of the foreign countries, the HR and all the other people are very much updated. That
Yes.
this
Yes.
took him a lot of effort to pass this certification exam. Like let's say CSW, well, you need to
Yeah.
pass a lot of exams.
Yes.
Mm, five, one CSWP, four CSWPA, and one 4-hour exam, a long exam of a CSWE, and then you get this golden certification of CSWE.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of effort and a lot of preparations and a lot of money also.
Yeah.
But it is a piece of paper to some people.
Yeah.
But it is important to prove yourself first. This is the first why it is important. It is to prove yourself that if you are learning, most of the CAD enthusiasts out there or students out there are self-taught. Most of them
Yes.
are they're learning at the sitting on the bed actually with the laptop, doing the trading things. That is,
Yeah.
he doesn't know that what he is doing. Sometimes he feels confused. I also feel confused that if I am going to the right path, but certifications give you that confidence as a human.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
yes, what I did was right. I was in the right path. And that is first thing. And second thing is to globally you will get the recognition. Oh, however, uh, some people like you or not, but you will get this recognition globally.
Yes.
Especially
Yes.
when you look at the USA or South West countries actually. Also, the UAE nowadays understands how these people are working, how we are working with certifications. So they value this a lot. That oh, you're certified, you're CSWE. That's very good.
Yeah.
Let's. What do you think about this? Tell me about your experiences. How did you accomplish this? So that's a good thing to get recognized. Also, if you are trying to pursue higher study in outside your country, a certification is very uh, good benchmark for you
Yeah.
actually for to let your professor or your university know that you have done some tremendous job outside your academics actually.
Yes.
So yeah, all this it's a good impactful thing. I think to judge yourself first and foremost, you should take certifications and to put you inside 3 hour or half an hour or 1.5 hours test in a situation that you have
Yeah.
to deal with.
Yes.
That increases your confidence. So that's the main thing. I think you should take certifications.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, because I had also seen there are so many job openings from Europe's where they used, if they had the CAD profile, they used to ask for the Autodesk certified, some kind of
Mm.
certifications like maybe CSWE, CSWP, those kind of
Mm.
criteria they used to add into their job profiles. So
In
yeah,
Europe, there are some places they don't even dare to ask for CSW. They goes to the CSWP, but because in the Western countries or USA, they prefer CSWE as a senior man.
yes,
He's kind of project manager or something like that.
yes, yes,
But
yes.
look at our country. If you search in Dassault Systems, virtual tester, you will find in Bangladesh there are 20 people, 20 plus people who are CSW right now.
Okay, okay. So
Most of them
that's
are most of them are junior, but
okay.
in India there are a lot of people I can see, maybe
Yes, yes.
100 plus.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
possible
that's a
because
very
we had a very huge population in India. So, and also the mechanical engineers we are producing is on a very large scale, and
yeah.
many of them are trying to
That's
get
very
into
much
the design field.
appreciating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but
and
it's also a
that's uh,
yeah, but it's also a frustrating situation. You know what? If you are producing something in large, the demand decreases. That's the problem.
mm, no, that's obviously a problem. But about your economy, I think actually the choosing or prioritizing the mechanical engineering in your country is a good choice. And you're in India, I can see the higher officials and the government is also influencing this. So that see, India got independent in 1947, I think.
Yes, yes,
So as a industrial seeing this country as an industrial eye, I think industrial perspective, this country has done a lot of things.
yes,
See, there are lots of good industries. See that take the bike industry, the car industry, and also there it is improving a lot. Why?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
it is not just about the resources. It is also about the human resources that we
yeah,
possess, as prioritizing it from the beginning stage that
yeah.
you need good engineers for mechanical and in these fields. So yeah, that's a very. I think that is a blessing to you all actually.
Yeah, thank you, thank
That,
you, thank you so much. Yeah, I
yeah,
also want to say to every mechanical engineers that don't lose hope. Keep trying,
yeah.
keep learning. It will be good for everyone. A day comes, so just keep improving and keep learning. That's the thing. Okay, so we'll move on
Mhm.
to our next question. You had in just few minutes ago you told us that the CAM programming is important. You should we should learn CAM programming, and that is also
Mhm.
known as subtractive manufacturing. So is it worth learning in
Mm.
2024? Because
Yeah, obviously. 3D printing is here, right?
yeah,
You
the
want to
metal
say?
3D printing is getting mainstream, like replacing subtracting manufacturing. So what do you think?
For mass manufacturing, you can go for 3D printing because for metal manufacturing, I can see there is a FDM technology that is
Mm.
in the market already. A few units I can see in market that is providing metal 3D printing in FDM technology.
Yeah.
And SLS. SLS
Yes.
is a selective laser sintering process that is by
Yes.
powder
Yeah.
that is also capable of producing metal parts. And also there is Airbus or Boeing. I'm not sure which company is making some aircraft parts by metal fabrication also. Maybe they are engine manufacturer. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
they are making the blades. I have heard the rumor that they are
Hmm.
making the blades. But those are expensive things.
Yeah.
In the mid level industry, 3D printing will not take the mass manufacturing scenario very soon. At
Yeah.
least in my assumption, for 30 or 40 years, 3D printing will not be very much popular for mass manufacturing.
Yeah.
For mass manufacturing, you have to rely on things like CNC milling, CNC laser cutting, CNC lathe turning, 4-axis, mill turn, and
Yeah.
all these machine, 5-axis, all these machines. Even 5-axis is rare already. Is already rare. In a good renowned industry, you will find only one or two 5-axis machines. Very rare.
Yes. Yes.
So CAM is important, I think. Why? CAM learning is important because you can simulate how your design is going to be made,
Yeah.
and also you are adding something more to your industry.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I like to have someone to have a additional feature with him as a
Yeah.
designer, and also he can also do the CAM programming. So I think it is important for 2024, and it will be long lasting also
Okay.
for a long time. See, uh, in the bigger industries, there are designers, there are CAE engineers, and there
Yes.
are manufacturing engineers. There are
Yes.
three separate things. One unit is designing the product. One is very solely responsible to modify that design and also making the CAM program, making the manufacturing process to create that design.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you need to have a good understanding when you are of CAM when you are working with that actually
Yeah.
because they dominate a lot. So when those people who are at the final phase of a product, the manufacturing engineers, they
Yeah.
dominate a lot in the company. So you have to learn. I think it is good to learn CAM when you have time actually,
Yes.
and run
Yes.
some programs in also test your programs in CNC machines. Also going to the any training center nearby. There are technical training centers maybe in every places, and they also have CNC machines. You can just run your program, request them to run that program and make something so that to verify that your design is
Yes.
working,
Yes.
your programming is working well or not. That's also a good way to learn. So yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that's
Okay. Okay, that was really great answer. I think if it is worth learning because the 3D printing is still in development phase, I will say, so it will take time.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on to our last question, and that is the very common question I used to ask with every mechanical engineers who are coming on to my podcast, and is why mechanical engineering? What was your inspiration to be a mechanical engineer?
My father was a mechanical engineer, and I learned from him that actually
Yes,
he is not in the mechanical sector. His first job was in power sector, and he's working with the power sector since then. But solely he was a mechanical engineer. He possessed a mechanical
yes,
engineering degree. So Actually, as a personal thing, what I say that in my family, uh, I grew up watching him actually, and he is a very good leader, I must say. I'm very
Yeah.
proud of him. He knows a lot of things. He's a very meritorious person actually, and he was last time at his last post he was the chief engineer of the government power transmission company of Bangladesh, uh, which is called Power Grid Company of Bangladesh. And uh, I saw him, and I instantly thought that I have to be something like him, not in the power sector, but as a mechanical engineer.
Yes.
He
Yes.
possesses that attitude. So I took it from him actually to be a mechanical engineer, and I tried to think like him, uh, like a fact that he always analyze a fault or a system analysis with very logical explanations. So I always try to understand, explore things in that way. And also, I have my own. When I got in mechanical engineering, I instantly could find that I have this visualization of seeing things, that how
Yes.
imagining things, that
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
it looks in different shapes and different ways, and also how it can be made. I have a good imagination. That is the
Yeah.
main power that I explore. So I thought that this sector is a good way for me to, because R&D is all about taking decision at the first time I say, and
Yes.
also predicting a lot of things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my brain is a good simulator, I think. So
Yeah.
that's why I chose this mechanical engineering, and also the R&D and the product development industry. That's why
Yes.
I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really great. That's really good to hear. So I think this was all about the today's podcast, and so I will just finish it up. So Rashid, we highly appreciate you for joining on to this podcast and sharing your experience and learning. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions at this moment? Do you want to say something?
I want to say that you are doing a very good initiative, providing, taking the mechanical engineers to the front line. And
Yes.
I didn't see any podcast like the engineers are doing podcasts, and this is very great that we're doing it, and I appreciate you will be doing more, and also keep up going with it. Also, I want to there is a plan that I want to share with you, that you can also go to some industries also, and make some videos of them, that what they are, if they allow. Some of them doesn't allow that also, but you can show people that how they are doing it. And I know you have a lot of plan
Yes.
in the
Yes.
coming days, and so I'm very impressed by your initiative, and hope to see a lot of things in the future.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you so much.
thank you
Definitely,
so
we
much.
had lots of plan and we'll bring up those
Yeah.
as the time goes. So thank you so much. So guys, if you have any questions or any doubts about anything, you can just comment below. We'll be try to include that into our upcoming podcasts. Also, if any one of you are interested to share your experience or just fill out the form that you will find in the description below. And if you want to connect with Rashid, I will also provide his LinkedIn profile in the video description below. You can connect with him. He is also a good mentor. He can guide you for any of your questions. So thank you so much everyone for listening to us. Please support us so we can bring more insightful contents and knowledge for you. Thank you. Thank you everyone.